welcome to another episode of your beloved bi-monthly broadcast, Harlem's very own, featuring as always your three ebullient, illustrious co-hosts. Speaking first, it's Justin K. Winley, aka Peter Pan Fried Salmon, joined by my boy.
Yo, what's up? It's Jude, aka Thick Dick Grayson, aka Oliver Titty Twister, aka the orphan giving your girl an orgasm. What's up?
Nice.
RP to my mom and dad. Love y'all.
Love y'all.
We love y'all.
And joined by our third mic.
Hi, everybody. Hello. How are you guys doing? It is Ahmad Kevin Simmons, a.k.a. the good old crispy kettle corn coochie cutter. Yeah, that's where we're going to go right now. That's where we're going to go. Yeah, just wanted to just say that I love you guys. You know, that's all it is. I'm talking about the fans, just not you two.
All right, well, fuck you too.
Oh,
That makes sense, though. That makes sense.
And also Wes. I love Wes.
We love you, Wes.
Fuck you. But yeah, hey everybody.
Love you, bro.
How you guys doing?
So we are here in the final month of our season. How about that, y'all?
Wow.
Ugh, I just got done with the semester.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people doing achieving.
It's ghetto outside.
It is, but y'all are used to it by now if you listen. It's an authentic New York podcast.
Exactly.
I'm walking here.
If somebody was arguing outside, we would still do the podcast.
Exactly.
Okay.
Terrorist attack. We're still doing the show.
We're still doing the show. We bring it to you. But yeah, there's been a lot of academic achievement recently. A bunch of schools have had delayed graduation
That's right.
ceremonies. I myself from Pace University, class
Yes,
of
sir.
2022. Thank you. Shouts out to Danny Meddy of the Medium Org, graduated from the new school. Shouts out to Zach Palomo, graduated
Yes, sir.
from New York University. Some friends at Columbia have graduated. Not Wes yet, but soon come.
He's
Soon
almost
come,
there.
soon come.
He's almost there.
And a bunch of people. So, shouts out to everyone who stuck it through that pandemic. It was a tough time to be in school.
My
man.
goodness.
You know, the first time we had you on the show was right when that had happened.
2020 graduate right here, goddamn it. I ain't even have no damn commencement, so fuck y'all.
Yeah,
Once I
I'm
go-
sure they would have thrown, but you would have had to go back out to Chicago.
Exactly. And they literally they wouldn't even think about talking about the 2020 graduates. My mom was pissed off. She still is pissed off to this day. She's like, they didn't even invite y'all back.
Really? Because Pace
Yeah.
did. Pace had 2020, 2021, and 2022.
That is
All at once.
ridiculous.
Pace cares, it seems like.
Because
Well, they're trying.
Columbia, the theater that we were in, it was actually in the Roosevelt School. They would have the commencement there, and there are a fuckload of seats. So I'm like, you telling me you can't do 3 days of commencement? One that's for 2020, one that's for 2021, and one that's for 2022. You tell me you can't do that? If anything,
Word.
like that's fucking crazy.
Pretty much everyone's vaxxed up by now, and like,
Exactly.
they can do something.
And so now
You deserve it, motherfucker. We're throwing them out of graduation. We should
Graduation
throw
party for Ahmad.
And
we
if
should throw them out
so,
of graduation party.
when if or when I go for my master's, I will definitely walk across that motherfucking stage because
Yes, sir.
I
Hell yeah.
deserve that shit.
Where, would you think about going back to Chicago for your master's, or
That's a good question. I do not know. I'm still undecided on that one there. I don't know whether I will go to an HBCU or if I was to go to just any school that is good with musical theater, or even Yale. Who knows? Who knows what would happen? But I want to try to do it within like 2 years.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I look forward to seeing how that turns out for you. A funny story real quick about my graduation. So, most commencements have speakers of some kind. Sometimes you get a Chadwick Boseman, a Denzel Washington, a Will Ferrell even. We got Eric Adams. Mayor
the way you
Eric Adams.
Eric Adams.
Showed up to the Pace University commencement, and they announced him ahead of time, so everybody knew. Almost immediately, by the way, there was a petition that went around to get him removed and or replaced. So he comes into the commencement knowing, I guess, that people are gonna have an attitude about it.
Oh no!
And I think that affected his speech because first when he came up, and I remember I was sitting next to I actually met someone at commencement. It's funny how that can happen. You obviously you don't know
That's
everybody
true.
in the place, so you sit next to someone.
Must be nice.
Hey, look, we went to the same school. Hey,
Let's talk. And then I did manage to see a few people I knew, but she mentioned to me that that certain students were going to be protesting by like they were going to stand up and about face while he was speaking. And that did happen. It wasn't that many. It wasn't enough to even like look that dramatic. It was just like a few people in the front row and a few people over there. But my man gets up, started from the bottom, now we're here.
Stop with the Drake lines.
That's the first thing he says when he gets on stage.
First, he quotes Drake
61-year-old
and
man.
this 61-year-old man who was drinking civil rights juice. Started from the bottom.
So
Nigga, the only way you were drinking water was being fired through a hose from white people. So can you please stop? Okay, we have different types of student loans from you, sir.
You know what's crazy? Him and Jay-Z are like born within the same decade.
what?
Yeah, Jay-Z was born in like 69.
Oh yeah, that's true. My mom was born in 1960.
Yeah,
Damn,
my
wait a
mom
minute.
too.
Oh shit. My mom and Eric
My
and
mom
Adams
too.
are the same age.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Damn.
My daddy would have been older than my daddy would have been 70.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fuck. Ain't that crazy, right?
Yeah, that's wild.
Time be moving.
Time just moves so fucking fast.
Boing.
Well, so he gets up
Sorry,
and
fuck
that's how
Eric
he
Adams,
opens.
but
No,
go
it's he gets up and that's how he opens. The girl next to me goes, "Nigga, shut up."
She was
And-
black, right? She was black. Okay. I was about to say.
And so
She's black as fuck for that. Nigga, hush.
and so he says something and then he's like, "I'd like to start by, recognizing the student protesters here. I know protest." And then he holds
Stop.
up this giant cardboard cutout. This is a picture of me sitting inside the Congress with a hoodie on, protesting the Trayvon Martin situation.
Why didn't they
Stop
shoot
it.
him with a paintball gun or
Stop
something?
this nigga.
I know protest, and then he starts rattling off all the different
Stop.
things that he's been involved
This-
in.
What did your mother and
This
father
turned
say?
into a stop this nigga trend right
It
now.
did, it did.
This just
What
turned
did your
into
mother
it.
and father say?
Oh, my mom, it's funny because my mom works for the city and she sees Eric Adams regularly, or she like is kind of in spaces with him, and she's, because she works for the Department of Construction. She's never been very impressed with him. So we were talking about it and I was like, yeah, he really just made that whole speech about himself. And she was like, yeah, exactly. He was I didn't talk to my dad about it yet, but what he says is, I'm not getting a degree today because they were giving him some honorary degree.
Yeah.
He says, I'm not getting a degree today because I know how to protest. I'm getting a degree because after protests, you must do something to protect. And then so he goes on and he starts talking about everything, he basically bigging himself up. And then the way he concludes the speech, he says, so you listen, when you try to make a difference, people are going to hate you. But all I can say is have your haters become your waiters when you sit down at the table of success.
What an asshole. What an asshole.
Yeah, real great, dude.
Yo, real quick, hot take. I feel like there needs to be a stop to honorary degrees. You didn't do nothing. You didn't sit there
Yeah, you
in
talked
class
about
with
this
me.
before too, yeah.
You're not taking finals. You're not taking midterms. You didn't pay your tuition. You didn't do anything. You just showed up and made a nice little speech and gave you an honorary doctorate, an honorary degree. Bill Cosby, you ain't no fucking doctor. Diddy, you ain't no fucking doctor. Taylor Swift, you ain't no fucking doctor. You fucking idiot. Sorry.
What did Diddy get a
Like
degree?
10 years ago.
No, what in?
No,
What? Like some school.
This happened not too long ago, actually.
Combs was awarded an honorary doctorate from Howard 2014.
That nigga
Oh,
dropped out of school. And not for nothing, he's killed students. Yo, bro, like, are you kidding me? In 1990 something, before we were born, when that ass at City College, Diddy had a basketball game going on. They only opened one door, and there was a stampede, and a couple students died. And then what else? Oh yeah, the shootout with J-Lo, and then Biggie died. So you know what? Diddy? No.
Hey, man.
Who gives a fuck about Love Records, anyways? I'm sorry.
Well, I think your point is well taken.
If you didn't study, you don't get a degree.
And I'm sure, there's probably people who would disagree,
They can suck a dick and die slow.
We should have someone on the show, actually, not who necessarily has an honorary degree themselves, but who believes that honorary degrees are valid. We should have a debate.
How are they valid? Tell me. I know. I'm sorry.
We kind of talked about it last time where we talked about like if someone makes incredible achievements in a field and they get a degree related to that field or they get some recognition in that field, then that's one thing. But I don't know what Eric Adams, he just got like an honorary like bachelor or master's degree and like, I don't know what for specifically.
You didn't do anything though.
In what field?
You didn't do anything though.
Yeah.
You didn't do anything though.
Civil
Just
engineering.
became a mayor.
Now,
Dude was a cop.
if Eric Adams, like I'm sure he did go to college, and because you can't be a cop without getting at least your associates, so fine. But what?
It's odd.
You're not getting a degree right now, bro.
And I feel
just
like
making a speech. Just make the fucking speech.
And the thing for me is like
You're getting a tax write-off by donating money from the school. So you're paying for a nice little piece of paper to hang in your office. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Which I think contributes anyway to the attitude that he had for the whole speech, which is like, I'm going to do me regardless, which is not a very mayoral attitude to have.
And they do this. They do this. Niggas just talk. My father's law school graduation. I cherish this video of my father walking the stage at his law school graduation with the Malcolm X hat. That's what I'm going to do when I graduate college, nigga. Mm-hmm. Anyways, Jesse Jackson did the speech.
Oh, yes.
And this motherfucker took up the whole goddamn video. I barely saw my father. And I would ask my mom about it, and my mom was just like, that man just talked and talked and talked. And
he used to talk a lot in his speeches. A lot.
Yeah, that's how his mustache grew so much. He got a lot of work going on there.
Stimulating the follicles.
Stimulating the follicles was like...
Well, we did get another speech that I actually did appreciate. Who? Senator Chuck Schumer was at my graduation,
really?
And he spoke afterwards, and I didn't expect much from him, but it was a cool speech. It was actually like he tried to be inspiring, first of all, which can be corny sometimes, but like he told an interesting story about how he had I guess an ultimatum in a way when he was younger, where he was given an opportunity to either travel the world, pretty much all expenses paid, and study. And at the exact same time, he met like his first love at home. And so he asked us, like, what would you guys have done? Would you have taken the scholarship and gone across the world, or would you have stayed with the girl? So everybody starts answering. He's like, well, I stayed with the girl, and then a month later, she dumped me.
Damn.
So my lesson to you guys is
be like that.
Go for it. Go for the thing that you may not be able to get again.
It'd be like that.
And I was like, you know what, Chuck? I appreciate you.
I appreciate that too, man. Shoot.
He made that dumb mistake, and he was like, "Do not do that."
He's a senator now.
I mean,
he is a senator now. Yes, but he was like, "I've experienced that. I've experienced it first before you guys. So if you want to strive for something, go do it."
Because I was there like, go for the girl. Because I'm thinking,
you mad romantic, nigga.
I am. But he's like, I went with the girl, and then later I got another opportunity to do the same
I knew
thing.
you
That's
was gonna
what
do that
I thought
shit.
he
Yes.
was going.
You think life is too sweet, bro?
See, here's the thing. I actually have said this before. I feel like sometimes I feel pessimistic about like the world, but I feel optimistic about people. Like I have a lot of faith in people, and I guess obviously people help make up the world. But sometimes it feels like, dag, man, just the energy and the environment around everything feels like, and obviously we know what happened in Texas this past weekend. And it's easy to start losing faith in people, when things like that take place. 20 children?
It said it went from 14 to 16 to now 19 kids.
Yeah, two teachers.
Two teachers.
Either way, it's too many fucking kids that are being killed right now.
Yeah.
And these kids are from second to fourth grade. That is so fucking sad.
No.
This guy, Salvador Ramos, was in a family. He's in a poor family. He was being bullied because he was poor, and he didn't really have too much. And he decided
money to buy a gun though.
You have enough money to buy a gun for $2,000, but that's another thing. He was DMing this random person on his Instagram, and he was talking about like, "Hey, I'm gonna text you in an hour. I gotta tell you a secret." And she was like, the person was like, "What secret?" He said, "I'm gonna air out." And that was the last text that he sent to this person. Shoots his grandmother off the back, and he was on the run from, I think, the police. And once he crashed his car, he ran into the room ran into a school, the Robb Elementary School, and in
Uvalde,
Texas.
Yeah.
And he just started airing out. Like he just started airing that place out. Any kid that he saw, any teacher, they felt his wrath. And he killed, it said 19 children and 2
adults,
teachers. Yeah. And yeah.
It's the second deadliest. The deadliest in Texas history and the worst since Sandy Hook.
Jesus Christ.
Where 26 people were killed in Connecticut.
It's crazy. And
actually, it's like 10 years ago. I mean, I don't know what month it happened at Sandy Hook, but it's been 10 years.
Yeah.
Since then.
That is ridiculous.
And there have been 27 school shootings this year alone.
27.
And what, 3,000 something?
Like
in total?
Oh,
the last 10 years?
Oh, yeah.
Since Sandy Hook? Over 3,000?
I guess. It's still too many. It is still too many.
One is too many.
Yeah. One is crazy.
Yeah, this one it's just like all this stuff doesn't make sense. Like how did you save up this much money to buy not one but 2 assault rifles, 2 semi-auto rifles, to go and like go on a joyride? Like where if you didn't crash your car, where were you gonna go?
Niggas really think life is Grand Theft Auto.
Like it's ridiculous.
You know what else though strikes me about, because like any loss of life on this scale by these means is tragic, but it's like especially cowardly when it's children. Because if you're trying to make a point of some kind by buying these weapons and going on a rampage, do it with people that can like fight back. Roll up into like a police precinct. You know what I mean? Or like an army base. Obviously, you know you're going to die. It's cowardly. You know what I mean? Why children?
He just did it for no reason.
Go to the hood.
And it's not even, because he's 18 years old, so it's not even like these are the kids who were bullying him.
Nope.
They were just there.
Yeah.
And he said, this is what I'm going to do. And it's like, I was reading an article after the shooting that just happened.
In Buffalo.
Thank you. Can't even keep track of these things. It's crazy. But at the supermarket shooting that was streamed on Twitch.
Yep.
And I was reading an article about how we need to stop using the whole lone wolf terminology.
We have to stop using all the other terminology we have. Just call these niggas terrorists.
Which is what they are, yeah.
Right. Punto. And
Domestic
I'm sorry, not
terrorists.
gunman, not lone wolf, not
mentally
deranged,
ill person.
mentally ill. Nah, I mean, sure, absolutely, you are mentally ill. Like, you are psychotic to go ahead and shoot people. But
The only way
you are, though, a threat. You are a terrorist.
Yeah.
You are sick.
Yeah.
People who do this shit are sick.
especially when they are doing it for some sort of social or political statement, because that's the definition of terrorism, is using violence to make a political point.
Is that? I feel like.
I think that's what it's. I think that's how it's sometimes described.
But I thought now at this point, terror is just terror.
Yeah.
Like you're terrifying people.
Yeah.
You're causing fear into people. You're, doing a horrible act.
But the interesting thing about that article and what it was saying about the whole idea of like a lone wolf is that, first of all, it
makes him sound honorable at some point.
Kind of, but also it doesn't even make sense. In the wild, you're never afraid of a wolf by itself. You're afraid of a wolf in a pack, because that's how that's how they hunt. If you see a wolf by itself, that means that it's been.
Doesn't any animal hunt like that?
Not
After
every.
a while.
And the jaguars hunt by themselves. Leopards,
I
cheetahs,
forgot. Justin
whatever.
the zoologist.
But by calling them a lone wolf, it isolates them, and it keeps us from evaluating the ways in which these people the ways in which these people are conditioned and trained online, usually in these different forums or by these other people, to think this way and do these things. That they could find these different places on Reddit or 4chan or whatever, look up these resources, look up these philosophies, and then be empowered. As you said, he was speaking to someone before he did this. The Buffalo shooter was in chat rooms talking about, how do I get this gun? And no one's acting alone. They go out and do it by themselves, but they don't get there by themselves.
Yep.
And so it's like, we need to start. That's one of the things we definitely need
And the
to.
groups that are, using these idiots to
promote their causes.
their cause or do these acts, kind of just like we don't associate ourselves with this thing at all.
Exactly.
You know?
The dude could have a swastika on his arm. Actually, the Buffalo Shooter had he had nigger on the barrel of his gun.
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 Yeah, and he had 88 on the upper on the stock, which is H is the 8th letter of the alphabet, so it stands for Heil Hitler. That's a signal that's used among neo-Nazis. People will look at that and be like, I mean, I'm sure that maybe the neo-Nazis have no shame.
The niggas is lying.
But
He only got one count, right?
Huh?
He only got one count. They just charged him. He only got one count.
One count of murder,
I
yeah.
didn't know that. But I was just going to say, like, the analysts will look at that and be like, why make it about race? It's not about race. It says the N-word
They'll always say that
on his gun.
They will always do that.
He apologized when he saw a white person that he was about to shoot.
And then the
He said
streaming
sorry.
stopped. Yep.
Like,
Man's got out the car.
so look, I'm not a politician. None of us are politicians. But it can't. I feel like we're well past the point.
We've been
where
beyond
we are-
past point since Columbine.
Yes, where we are fully seeing like how this country values human life and what it's willing to give up for power and wealth and to maintain it.
I'm not on mic. I shouldn't be talking. But there's like with Columbine, there was misinformation for like decades. Like those boys were like watching Hitler speeches in their basement.
Yeah.
And then for 10 years they were like, oh, like they were just bullied, and like a book came out like 5 years ago. I don't know if I've told you about this.
I didn't read that.
There's a book that came out 5 years ago where the author was like, everything we know about Columbine is wrong. Like these boys had a serious mental illness that everyone knew about. They had been to jail before.
They've been to jail before.
They had been to jail before.
I did not know that.
They were on like a youth juvenile watch list. They're watching Hitler videos in their basement, and everyone just let it go because they were white. So it's like, you know what I mean?
And
Well, damn.
It also speaks to how the punishment for these crimes is obviously uneven, because correct me if I'm wrong, but the Texas shooter is dead, right? Did he kill himself or was he shot?
The police did come in and they killed him.
They did?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
ICE came too, though. ICE was
I heard ICE was on the scene.
Wow.
like, we're gonna handle this situation ourselves.
Yeah.
I met an ICE agent once on the train.
Really?
Yeah, I helped him with his stroller. I didn't even know at the time.
Trying to see if you were.
Nah. He was actually kind of cool. I ain't gonna
Help me
lie
with
to you.
this stroller, and
I think his
also let
daughter
me
was-
see your papers.
Also, pronounce these 6 words.
Do you say quesadilla or quesadilla?
We see that you come from Belize recently.
Yeah, you got family there?
Were you born there?
Oh boy. Do you speak Jamaican or patois? Which one is right? Huh? Which one is right?
Looking like Chet Hanks and shit.
No, I mean, listen, obviously.
It's good that we can have a laugh during this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Say the bomber plate.
When you're dancing with a woman, are you wearing white jeans and are you spinning on her spine?
Is she wearing a black bra with a white shirt?
Are you grinding on her or are you whining? Huh? Are you whining?
You show them a picture. Is this word an alcoholic beverage or a dance move?
Do you call them Bati boy or just gay? No, sorry, yo, my bad to my LGBTQ homies.
We love you. We
Shout
love
out
you.
to the Alphabet
We love
Mafia.
you.
It was right there. It was right there.
Jamaicans are so homophobic.
Yo, bro.
You'll say that in a room full of Jamaicans, they'll scatter like
Yo, an old Jamaican nigga looked at me. An old Jamaican nigga looked at me one time and says, "You don't sleep with man." I'm like, "Nigga, where? Nigga, where? That what you do? Okay, that what, bro. Just go eat your fucking aki and soulfish and get the fuck out my face. Go sleep in your soup can or some shit. Nigga out here looking like Yoda.
Oh my god.
Check your foot for cancer.
Is it goat curry or curry goat? How spicy is too spicy?
Is it jerk chicken or jag chicken?
thinking of ICE agents sitting in their headquarters with some ketchup. They're like, oh, that's spicy.
Coming up with different texts.
Nah, I think the niggas in ice. They think the mayonnaise is spicy.
And do they? Oh my god! What do you think about oxtails, huh?
Yo, oxtails be busting.
Oxtails be busting.
I haven't had some good oxtails in a minute.
Bro.
We got them.
Word?
Hold on now, because I'm gonna give y'all a little recommendation. Fritas on 110th Street. My man, yes sir.
110th and where?
110
Yo,
on
what's his face turns
Broadway?
at Terrence Howard when you said
My
Fritas?
God, Fritas is the fucking
There's actually
best.
there's a Jamaican spot. You probably know it. It's really close to your house on
King Barker.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it has like orange on it.
That place is better though. I've had King Barker for years, but that place tops it. Truth.
Anyways,
Yes.
RP to the families.
Yes.
RP to the families. RP to the children.
Yes.
Who lost their lives. Same with the families in Buffalo.
Yeah.
And let's hopefully
Too much.
stop this bullshit.
It's too much, man.
It
It's
is.
crazy.
Stop these niggas in the Senate. And Ted Cruz suck a dick.
Did you know, by the
Fat
way, listen, sometimes there are people who believe that it takes an outsider to come in and make the necessary changes. And I don't know if you guys heard about this, but one outsider by the name of Logan Paul is considering a presidential run. This is from Distractify.
Shoot him with a paintball gun.
Logan Paul says he will run for president of the United States in 2032.
I hope he tears his ACLs.
No.
He's gonna be running against
Matthew McConaughey, probably.
He will be. Yes. Yes.
I mean, I guess Matthew McConaughey could run before that if he wanted.
He's gonna run Republican though.
Yeah.
I mean, hey.
I mean, hey.
He'll just walk up into the Republican National Convention like, all right.
Yeah, literally. And the crowd will go wild. Yeah, so Logan Paul is currently 27 years old. The minimum age requirement for a presidency is 35, I believe. I think 2032 would be like, well, it's 10 years from now. So he'd be 37.
He's in the prime age of getting testicular cancer, so let's just hope.
Oh. I mean, would that stop anyone from... I mean, FDR went through 2 different kinds of polio.
And he was still
That's 1940.
fucking on the side with polio. Man's had mistresses.
Just come here, nigga. Just come.
He could not even get out of the chair, nigga.
And his wife was catching him with shorties. How is that possible?
I did not know that about FDR.
No, nor did I.
Oh my God, really? He's getting mopped up in the wheelchair? Like wheelchair,
Should have been pulling too. God damn it.
wheelchair Jimmy.
You know what they said about LBJ, right?
Lyndon B. Johnson?
Apparently he was hung.
Pause. I don't want to know that.
Oh, nah.
Nah, hold
I didn't know all
on.
that.
Wait a minute.
Apparently.
Resume. This nigga was what? This nigga was pulling.
Apparently LBJ...
Not you said his dick was on the.
Nah, he would. For real.
So you saying like she's saying homeboy was after every time he's talking to someone he just.
Nah, but like, I'm out. It was like if
Are you giving him a new mic?
Don't even say anything more. Please hold while we
He
plug
just
this
he
nigga
just
in.
drops it on the table like that. Just
We are introducing yet again the Bisquick Bandit.
Wow.
Nah, he would just put his dick on the table, bro. Like they'd be like, "This is how Ahmad. You need to know this is how the Civil Rights Bill was passed, nigga." You would
Did he
use
put, wait,
various.
wait,
If it wasn't
wait. Did he pull his dick out in front of Martin Luther King?
I mean, he may have. He was
May
cut
have.
out of
He was
Selma.
that boy.
if you
You want
listen,
your civil rights sign?
if it wasn't for Lyndon B. Johnson to pull out his dick, we wouldn't be free. Okay,
we would have never had a black
we
president.
wouldn't have never had a
but
black
he would-
president.
No,
God damn
real
it.
talk. He would do different methods of like intimidation to
Yeah.
get white people to move, and one of them was pulling his dick out and putting it on the table. I'm not even lying to you.
There was also those photos of him like leaning over people, like
Yes.
leaning in real close to
He's a
them.
tall ass nigga.
LBJ was great.
Jesus
Did y'all have
Christ.
like, now that we're talking about this, growing up before you realize that the country's corrupt and a mess, did y'all have like favorite presidents?
Yes.
Obama.
Who was your favorite
Nope.
president, Wes?
As a kid,
Yeah. I mean, Lincoln.
probably Lincoln.
When I was a kid.
Probably Thomas Jefferson as a kid. Before you know,
You know who I was really into for some reason? Ulysses Grant. I just thought he was cool looking.
Holy shit.
he did look cool. He had a beard.
Yeah.
He did.
We
He
need to
did.
bring beards back for presidents.
Can you
That's true.
imagine? I know this is crazy, but like people talk about it sometimes. But like, can you imagine like the president dies at like a movie theater? Like that's how Lincoln went out.
Yeah, bro, you're at Magic Johnson and you just hear pop. Turn
And the president is dead.
What? Listen, Obama didn't even go to Magic Johnson. Who is going to be at Magic? AOC's will be at Magic Johnson.
AOC would be at Magic Johnson.
But the
She would go to
nigga-
Los
the-
Tacos before she go to the movie theater. Okay.
She go to Empanada Mamas.
You know
You know she's getting married, right?
No,
She is getting
no.
She's getting married to that redhead nigga. That's a fine woman. Please.
AOC for the podcast is a possibility. I think
She
we
was
could
with
get
Jesus
AOC.
and Mero. We could get AOC.
We could get AOC on here.
If we got AOC on here, bro, that'd be fucking hilarious.
Which is why we need to watch what we say.
Wait a minute, no. She was on Jesus and Mero. Them niggas don't watch what they say.
No, but I mean about her.
Oh,
We don't need her to know that.
I mean,
That she's fine. She knows
I
she's
think she
fine.
knows she's fine.
She knows she's fine.
She can make a mean drink.
Oh yeah, well yeah, she was a bartender.
She'll
When
make a
the
mean
internet
drink.
discovered that she was
She'll get
fine,
us
it
fucked
was-
up.
I believe it.
Her and Ahmad will bond over alcohol.
That'd be some shit right there.
We gotta have a Brill on that episode.
I'm
Too.
like, yo, you never.
Oh, absolutely. She'll be like, what?
I'm be like, yo, AOC, you ever had somebody drink you?
Get this nigga out of here.
Oh, all right.
And I'd be like, just straight up eye contact. Just, yeah. You ever had somebody drink you?
Y'all know who else is fine, especially now. Natalie Portman.
God
Yo,
damn.
Thor: Love and Thunder, baby.
Yo, bro. I fuck with Gorr the God Butcher. I did a couple like research videos on that nigga.
Yeah?
Oh.
Yo, I fuck with that.
Yo, Jude, I gotta let
as
you.
an atheist, nigga, I fuck with him.
Jude, I gotta let you borrow the Gorr comics, bro. I got them here, bro.
I mean,
Jason Aaron and Esad.
I can do something to read at work.
Thor: God of Thunder issues 1 through 10. I think.
Yeah.
Were the,
Yes,
were
it
the-
is.
Some of the best Thor
2012.
stories.
Yeah.
Some of the best Thor stories.
Man, I'll be honest. When I saw the trailer, I said, damn, this CGI is a little, I don't know about this one here. But when I saw Christian Bale as Gorr, I said, all right, cool.
And it's entirely practical.
I'm here.
That man is he shaved his head and he's in makeup and it's great.
But the thing is,
beautiful. He looked great.
I truly do not like it when people say, "Oh my God, he's not like
look like
comic
the
book
comics, yeah.
accurate." Christian Bale don't want to be dressed up like no fucking alien for
And he
the whole
doesn't
time.
want to have like
He don't wanna
makeup
do-
over his nose.
He don't
where
wanna
it looks
do
like he has
voiceovers.
nose.
Also, the nigga in the comics looks like Voldemort. And
Exactly.
there's too many Voldemort.
We've done
actors.
Ebony Maw. We did
is there
Corvus
a-
Glaive. They both look like.
Is there also
Exactly.
like a patent on the Voldemort nose?
No, but I mean, people are gonna be like, people always say this nigga look like another nigga
Yeah.
from thing. I also like, it's way scarier for it to just be Christian Bale's face with some fangs.
Yeah.
Because Christian Bale's a bad dude.
He crazy.
Like-
Like we know American Psycho. We know
Batman,
American Psycho.
Machinist.
Shout out to
Machinist is
Zach.
crazy.
Shout out to Zach, the #1 Christian Bale impersonator.
I'm excited.
Well, and you
The
know what?
fighter.
And to your point, Ahmad.
Yes.
Listen, obviously, first of all, comics are a specific medium, so there's stuff that's going to look cool on the page that doesn't quite translate.
True.
Number one.
Very, very true.
For the
X-Men
most
suits.
part- yeah. For the most part, the MCU has been pretty good in terms of if they make a change, it kind of makes sense. And I think this one does because I feel like, one, his design in the comics is a little bit boring, I think, personally. He's just like a frog man. Secondly,
Just like a grieving Kermit the Frog.
literally. But I feel like it makes sense for him to be almost dressed like a eunuch or a monk. And it's kind of he's like a walking contradiction. He looks like a holy man, but he's killing all these pantheons. I think that's really cool, rather than him just being like, "Ooh, I'm slimy," you know. And
also-
you have Christian Bale, let him perform.
And also with that, like it's you when you know like Gorr's backstory, just of how he's dressed, like it almost seems like he's still, like you said, grieving, almost
Yes.
like in mourning because of the death of his family.
Yeah.
And so he's like, all right, I'm gonna air all y'all niggas out
Yeah.
because I'm honestly I'm not going to stop until I feel like I'm
I can't
satisfied.
wait, yo. This is gonna be fire.
And you know, it's the Thor movies. We're turning a little bit into the media morgue right here, but at least we have two hosts.
Hey, that's all right.
The Thor movies have they've always struggled to find their footing, right? Because the first
Ragnarok was great.
a lot of people love Ragnarok, but the point
Justin is a Ragnarok hater.
I'm okay with it.
What?
I'm okay with it, but that's not
Penis
what this podcast
face?
is about.
God damn.
The first Thor movie, they had Kenneth Branagh, and it kind of it tries to just go full like Shakespeare with it, right?
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of comedy, and there's a little bit of drama, and then the second one they go pretty much. It's called The Dark World. It's one of like the most dour, like down tempo Marvel movies, and then they just realized it wasn't connecting. And I feel like Thor is a tricky character in that, again, like in the comics, you can kind of read this like super serious Norse mythology, and you're getting into it, but maybe it's more difficult to watch in movie form, even though they got a Game of Thrones director for the second movie.
They did Alan Taylor.
And I still think that Thor: The Dark World, even though the story's not great, it's a good-looking movie.
It does look good.
It's a very good-looking movie. But regardless, it was a combination of factors. I think, one, they realized Chris Hemsworth is funny, so let him be funny. And they found a way to kind of make it more 80s, fueled and action-packed and all that. So
Is that why they hooked him up with the Guardians?
I think so, yeah. And so now it's like Taika Waititi is the only director to have returned to a Thor movie. He's doing this one as well. And he's clearly bringing back some of the same flavor to it. One of the things that was a little weird to me about Ragnarok is that you had what seemed like the story that Taika was really interested in, which is Thor on the battle world.
Yeah.
And then he had to keep coming back and doing like the Hela stuff, which it didn't seem like that.
That was
movie-
really interesting.
Yeah. And so I'm wondering, and I'm hoping this isn't the case, but it's especially based on the trailer, like when Gorr comes in, it's like a different movie.
It's a hard
It
stop.
does
all
feel
of a
different.
sudden.
It does feel different.
And so I'm hoping that isn't the case in the movie. Like I hope it feels more seamless, and that like what Gorr is doing is affecting what's happening to Thor wherever.
I really hope. I'm sorry. I really hope when they bring in Gorr the God Butcher, they play some Griselda.
You kept saying,
Yo, bro,
They're not going to do that in a Disney
They
Marvel
better
production.
Gorr the God Butcher, Benny the Butcher. Come on.
what's cool about it is it seems like they're combining the Gorr story, which is the first in Jason Aaron's run, and then the Mighty Thor story, which is the later part of the run,
With
where
Jane
Jane
Foster,
Foster
yeah.
becomes Thor. Which is cool because in the original Gorr thing, like they set up Gorr for like 9 issues. They're like, no way this nigga can beat Gorr. He's too powerful.
Yeah.
He like washes all 3 versions of Thor.
Yeah.
So and then Thor has to like get 2 hammers from 2 different time periods and
Yeah.
beat his ass with it. And it seems like here what they're gonna do is have Natalie Portman and Chris Hemsworth
Work
I'm
together.
going to hit a
out.
fusion.
Find it out to beat him.
But
Do y'all? Oh, go ahead.
no,
Wes.
go.
I was going to ask if y'all think Thor is going to get packed up in this movie.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think so.
I think he might lose his powers.
I saw a TikTok about it.
He might go full Donald Blake.
There's like a
Yeah.
connection between "Sweet Old Child O' Mine," that the song that they picked for the trailer, and the movie. And so I think I forgot the whole thing. I forgot it, but the lyrics to "Sweet Old Child O' Mine" kind of works with the Thor movie.
Potential, yeah.
So
I think he might kill.
I think he might
Maybe
kill
Valkyrie. I know you think he might. Kill
I think he might kill Valkyrie. I think it depends on what their timeline is. If they want to
Oh,
keep
yeah, Valkyrie's
Natalie
sure will
around
die.
for a while,
Sure will die.
Because at the end of that story, spoilers: Jane Foster dies of cancer.
Yeah.
because that's why she's.
Yeah,
Thor,
we know.
is-
We know
is,
about
you
that
know,
one right
so-
there.
and the it's like too much power also because
And-
she's immortal.
and then she becomes a Valkyrie, so she takes on whatever
Right.
Tessa Thompson's thing would be.
Mm.
So
I was saying, and you said they might bring back Sif too.
Sif is signed to come back.
Okay.
So I mean, it's possible that they kill off. He loves killing off the miscellaneous Thor characters. He might kill Sif.
Yeah, he might. I'm looking forward to this. I'm very intrigued by the inclusion of the Olympians and Zeus.
Yeah.
And I think it's quite cool that for the first time in cinematic history, Zeus will have a Greek accent. How about it? Like, you
Hey,
wouldn't
I'm
think-
with it.
I'm
I'm with it.
I mean,
I'm with
you
it.
wouldn't think that would be like. You think that'd be a no-brainer, but every time you see Greece, ancient Greece and Rome, they're British.
Even Russell Crowe, like being Zeus,
shout out,
I'm with
to
it.
Russell
I
Crowe.
like it.
The last time, I feel like the 2 people that I remember who plays Zeus, it was Liam Neeson from Clash of the Titans, and this is when Henry Cavill played what was his name, Perseus. And I forgot the
I didn't
name
see
of
that
that
movie, but
movie.
there was this-
It was
it's called
cool.
Immortals.
Immortals.
I think.
Yes.
Oh yes, and
Yes.
Zeus is like a young-looking guy. Now.
Yes.
It's-
He was
it's Luke.
he
something.
played Dracula. He was in
Dracula too.
Dracula
Luke
Untold.
Evans.
Luke Evans.
Yes,
Was Zeus? Oh, okay.
he was Zeus. They had like a little fight scene that went on with the Titans that were the exact same height as each other, but it was weird. But at the same time, incredible fight scene. But I was like, yeah, like you said, why the fuck are they British in Greece?
I just think it's a very inspired choice, and it's a very Taika thing. Like anyone else would have just made Zeus like a. I mean, and there was that tweet going around of like, because Snyder fans find a way to complain about everything. So they're like, oh, look, like this is how Zeus looked in Zack Snyder's Justice League versus how he looks in Taika's Thor.
He's a fucking bodybuilder. Like, what are you
Yeah,
gonna
he
get?
was.
out
I
of
could
this?
barely tell he was Zeus, honestly.
Yeah,
He's the
Those
same.
are Hercules.
He's younger than Ares, his kid. Like the guy who
He did
plays
look like
Ares
Hercules.
is like 60 years old.
Oh
And
my
Zeus is
God.
And also, like,
tiny.
if we're just thinking practically in the Marvel universe, where Odin was like, let's say, I mean, he's probably like 800 whatever years old, but let's say he looked like an old man. Zeus would also look like a fat old man.
Yeah.
I mean, they're both like the old gods.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
You know who was a weird Zeus? Sean Bean in Percy Jackson and the
that was
Olympians.
Oh my God.
everyone who was cast in that movie was
Let me
underwhelming.
see that one.
Yeah.
They cast the dude from Grey's Anatomy as
Oh my God,
Poseidon.
yes.
that was weird.
yeah.
It was very
that was
weird.
It's just Sean Bean.
Hopefully they do a better job in this.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sure they will.
With the Percy Jackson series. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
The kid that they have as Percy Jackson, he's great. He is
I heard
great.
he's really good.
He was in the movie the Adam Project, and he did the monologue from Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool, and yeah, homeboy is cool. He's cool. He's funny. But back to Thor. I'm excited for this. I'm excited for Russell Crowe to be Zeus. I'm definitely excited for Christian Bale in this because
You know
it's
what-
been a
What's up,
minute
player?
since I've seen a villain.
You know who's definitely going to die is Zeus.
Oh,
Zeus
he's
is
getting
gonna
yeah,
washed.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Zeus is going to get
it's-
decapitated.
it's-
That's a
Because
gimme god right there.
Well,
That's
well,
a gimme god.
Well,
Yes.
what's her name?
There might be a fight.
Valkyrie
She
has
has
his
his
master
balls.
bolt
Yeah.
in her hands
At one point.
afterwards.
Wow.
Oh yeah, yeah. That
Gorr
nigga's
was
dead.
fighting
pulls
Gorr
up
with it.
and
Yeah.
gets fucked up by Gorr.
There's probably gonna be whatever that scene is where he flicks Thor's clothes off. I'm sure
Hey, yo.
like they're gonna leave and then Gorr's gonna show up and wash all the Olympians.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure.
It'll be like Herox, Poseidon.
And you know what's funny about
but maybe
that?
Hercules will come up.
Maybe
Hercules
I
will
would love to
die.
see Hercules.
Hercules will die.
No, Hercules is a
immediately.
major character in Marvel.
Really?
It's about time they introduce him because that's a bromance for Thor. It's like a rivalry / bromance thing.
Oh, I can see that shit.
But yeah, I remember growing up when the God of War games were really popular.
My shit.
Yo,
Good shit.
My parents
My
never let me play them
shit.
for obvious reasons, but I remember I would always get kind of triggered. I was like, how is he killing all these gods? It don't make sense. How is one? He can't kill Poseidon. He can't kill Zeus. It don't make no sense. And
You is
He
tight.
beats Zeus's.
He fucks him up.
And that's the worst one, actually.
He fucks Zeus up.
Zeus deserves it.
I remember that God War 3.
I was
crazy.
pressing L2 and R2 for like 5 minutes. When I tell you the whole screen was just red. When he did it to Poseidon, like homeboy
gouged
dug
his
his
eyes out.
thumbs in his eyes.
Yes, he did do that.
And literally snapped his neck after that. Bro, it don't get any better than that.
Well, I've said for the longest
With
time,
that
I said
being
this on the
said-
morgue, bro. They should do God of War as a TV show.
They are though.
Are they?
HBO, I think, or Amazon. One of the two.
What? Yo, Amazon.
got for Kratos?
Amazon got heat.
It's gonna end up being like Vin Diesel, but who you got for Kratos though? Like for real?
I don't know, man.
Family.
It's so difficult because a lot of
Jason
people
Statham.
That
a
wouldn't
lot
be
of
bad,
people are
though.
just gonna cast people who are already bald or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of someone who like could fit the bill, but it's
Wait, you got Megan
Batista could
Michael
do
John
it.
White.
Michael John White would be interesting.
that would be kind of cool.
That would be
That'd be
some
kind of
shit.
cold.
People would be upset that he's black. Meanwhile, both his voice actors have
Are
been black.
He's black. I always assume Kratos is black. He's just albino. But that
Well,
No,
technically, he does
no.
get covered with the ashes.
Yeah,
of his
yeah,
family.
that's-
Because
that-
I was just a
yeah, we
family,
don't know
but
what race he is.
But he looks literally. This was in
he's
God
from
of
the-
War
he's
1.
from the Mediterranean,
He
though.
was light skinned. He was a little
He's
light.
a little Dominican.
A little
Honestly-
Dominican.
honestly,
Yes.
Dominican.
I would be annoyed by this choice. I could see them casting Momoa. I wouldn't want it.
I would see that too.
He
and
doesn't have. He's too charming.
Yes.
He is.
yes.
He's someone who
Kratos-
has no charisma.
Kratos is kind of a blunt
So we
instrument.
do we just say Michael John White has no charisma?
Well, you cast Michael J. White. I did not cast
Well,
him.
Michael John
now-
White would be a fun cast.
Now hold
Be
on.
great.
But he
though.
could play unlikable.
I will say, in the show C, which is on Apple TV, Jason Momoa
I've heard this.
played a blind warrior.
yeah.
Man, and this motherfucker, he was vicious.
And Batista shows up in that too.
Batista
doesn't he?
did show up as
Will Batista
his.
show up in this as Kratos?
That's he was saying. Batista could probably do it.
Well, in this one, Batista he did show up for a car. He was cool. The spoilers for people who want to see the show see, but he was actually his brother. He's the person that he's gonna face or fight at the end of the show, and they were doing great. They were doing amazing. Momoa with the sword.
Damn.
But
with all this talk of gods, and gods represent morality and la la la. What about the king himself, Kendrick Lamar?
Oh,
Mr. Morale, the big steppers, niggas.
Big steppers.
oh, you just want to talk about the album?
I tried to like
it's
do a segue,
I thought you were
dickhead.
casting Kendrick as crazy.
Yo, imagine.
You know who it's gonna end up being? It's gonna end up being. Speaking of Kendrick Lamar and
These niggas off me like.
Kendrick would be great on that album though. If they had an album for God of War,
album.
that would be some shit.
I feel like Eminem would take that over.
Levitate.
Wait, you
got
have
the
a good
wings.
Kendrick? I need to hear more.
Kratos is shorter
Wait.
than his son.
Wait a minute.
Kendrick is gonna be like, does Hermes show up? in
Yes,
God
he
of
would so
gets
be
his legs cut
Hermes.
off.
Yes, he gets his legs cut off.
War? All I remember is Hercules shows up in that and gets fucked up.
Yo, but honestly, homeboy had like a cold intro when
That's true.
Hercules came through. He was like, all right, cool. He about to bust the brakes on him. Bro, Hercules lifts the arena. He tries to like make Kratos fall, but he said, nah, he ran up, smacked down the arena right on him. Yeah. All you see is his upper half of the body, and he mollywops him with the left hand. Just like, dink, 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 dink. And you can see like the face just gets inside of the floor.
I do want to get back to the Kendrick thing. I will just say, last note about God of War, two things. One, yes, it's Prime Video that's picked it up, which makes sense because they're doing the Lord of the Rings series, so they have the scale and the budget for it.
And they also
Williams.
murdered the boys. Shouts out to the boys coming out.
The boys is
against
coming out.
Jude.
It's gonna be some really good shit.
And Invincible. When are they making another Invincible season, yo? I need
I think
more.
the next year is coming out.
Jude.
I'm reading too much philosophy shit to read all that.
The only before God of War PS4, which I played, by that point I was an adult, and it's a little bit less violent than the other ones. I played Chains of Olympus on PSP.
Damn.
Yes.
That's
Oh
the
my
one.
god.
Where does Chains of Olympus sit in the God of War?
Chains of Olympus
Like the
is
timeline?
It is
Yeah.
before God of War
1?
2.
Oh, 2? Okay. Because I know he kills Ares at the end of 1.
Yes.
Zeus at the end of 3.
Yes. At the end of end of 2, he was about to kill Zeus, but he ended up killing Athena.
That's right, because she jumps in front, but she's his buddy the whole game.
God of War Ascension is before God of War 1.
With his brother.
Yes.
Yeah. And then
And
God of
Chains
War.
of Olympus, you kill Atlas and Persephone.
An adjectiveless God of
Why
War.
are you killing
is with Norse
Persephone
gods.
though? She didn't do nothing to nobody.
No, she just
She got kidnapped.
She's the
No,
most
no, no, no.
boring of all gods.
well. Kratos and Gorr the God Butcher should have some coffee sometime. They'd have
That's
a lot
true.
to talk about.
Who do you think got it in that fight, though?
In real,
Kratos probably.
Kratos,
Kratos
right?
smoking.
Kratos
that
got an
nigga.
arsenal.
Kratos
of
is
weapons.
pulling
would
out his
smoke-
spine.
Kratos would smoke Thor.
Yeah.
He's about to smoke Thor in the new God of War.
Bro, I was about to say
God of War
like God of War
Ragnarok, yeah.
Ragnarok is about to be some shit. I am so excited.
Yo, that fight
to
with
play that.
By then I will have a PS5.
that fight with
That I can agree on.
Is that
Is
what
it
the wife
Baldur
getting
in the
you?
beginning
You're leaving him
when he's
hanging. You're
fighting?
leaving him hanging. You're leaving him hanging.
Baldur, who you keep fighting him in the shows up to the
Fought him
crib.
3 fucking times
Yo.
throughout the game.
Bro, Baldur in that game is crazy because he pulls up to your house
And he's like,
swings
you open the door, the nigga's like, what's up?
and knocks you. Bro, and this is so crazy about that fight because Kratos is trying to be polite.
He's about to be real polite.
Kratos hasn't killed someone in 80 years.
Yo.
He's like, yo, please.
Bro,
my kid
I
is
played
here.
the
Okay,
new
so
God of War. I
literally
played
him
3.
and his son just comes back after them just like not having a nice time. So
Yeah.
he was trying to like, channel his son's anger because, he's part of him. All of a sudden they get some knocks on the door. All of a sudden he starts banging on the door. He's like, who the fuck is at my door? Banging on my shit.
That's how you know Kratos is black, by the way.
Exactly. And
Who doesn't know my goddamn door?
and so he opens the door, and then
police?
he sees Baldur. He's like, oh, is anybody here? He sounds like a hippie, and so literally, Baldur hits him one time, and then
Knocks him into space, nigga.
and then Kratos catches the hand, and then decks him back. He falls back to the floor. He's like, okay, now I know why they talk about you.
Yeah.
Let me rev it up. Bink, sent him right through, right
You
above
get
his
this
roof.
over his own house.
This next game is
Because they were
gonna
going to
be
do 3
long.
games, and they were like, fuck that shit. And they just decided
This
to
game
do
is
one.
finna be long,
Who do you
and
think
I'm
they're gonna do
excited.
Norse mythology, because I think what's going to happen
Egypt.
is Kratos is going to die, and they're going to pull this.
Atreus is going to do Egypt, maybe.
Yeah, maybe Egypt.
Maybe.
That'd be cool to
That-
see him in Japan.
That seems racist if he's killing the Egypt gods. Seems racist.
It's big now because of Moon Knight.
That's true.
Yeah,
I
that's
fuck
true.
with Moon Knight.
You liked it?
I, like
I
it,
have
yeah.
not. I haven't gotten a chance to watch the
Tap
show
in. Tap
yet.
in.
I will.
I'm on to episode 4.
All right. I'll
Me
see.
and Wes will stay quiet because
I have stopped. I stopped watching.
Wes didn't. I watched the whole thing. I thought it was okay.
I'll see. I mean, listen. When I saw the trailers, I was like, we'll see how it goes, and then I just forgot to watch it. But I'll let you guys know how it is.
That's a beautiful
But
woman, though.
that is a beautiful woman. That is a beautiful woman. But last thing I'll say about God of War Ragnarok, I'm really excited. I know that this will be the end to Kratos because I'm pretty sure this will be the end to Kratos because he's had like a long run.
Since we were like 8?
Yeah, I guess so. And so now it's like we'll be facing almost all the main Norse gods, and he might fight Odin in the end. I wonder how he's gonna look. If Thor looks like that, I wonder how Odin's gonna look.
You're gonna
This
have
is
the eye patch for sure, and the
definitely.
Ravens,
Oh my!
and you're gonna have to fight the Ravens. Yeah, it's gonna be real quick. I do want to cover this. The Kendrick album came out. We've all listened to
Mr.
it.
Morale.
I listened to it like
I'm
6
sure.
times.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Real quick, what did y'all think of? I mean, you listened to it 6 times.
I was exhausted.
I loved it. I
It was
loved
a good album.
I was not looking for. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure we look at Kendrick. We want to notice some bangers in there, but it was a lot that he had to say. It was a lot that he had to get off his chest.
Yeah.
Auntie Diaries was one. A lot of people did not like that. Did not like the song because of the word that was used in there. But it was sort of in a way, for context.
One thing I want to ask. So white directors can use nigga in some movies. Yeah, we may not like it, but sometimes depending on the time period it's
they
in.
write that script. Yeah.
The time period it's in.
Quentin Tarantino.
But he said he does it too much though. Like it be wilding
He
with
says
his.
it himself. He says it himself.
But in some other movies they'll say nigga and like you're like, all right, it's just part of the movie, the time period that they're speaking in, whatever, fine. But Kendrick is doing it to relay a message with a different word.
Yeah.
I'm wondering what's the
I think-
difference between those two.
I think for one thing, that particular slur hasn't been like colloquialized or reclaimed in the same way that nigga has. So
Yeah.
it's still a bit like, I guess it's still a bit raw to hear it said. I understand. I don't even think.
And there's
I
also
understand
not a gay person here who can
Right.
speak for this
I
at
understand,
all. But
just like everyone else does, what his purpose was in doing it. But I also understand how people feel, kind of like it's a lot. You know?
I heard it and I was like, damn, someone gonna be mad about this. I'm like sitting in my bed at like 1 a.m, listening to the album, and I'm just like, oh, damn.
I heard someone. I watched the thing with the trans woman, Higher Learning, the show with Rachel Lindsay and Van Jones. But they were like had a trans woman on, and she was talking about it, and she was like, my issue with it is not that he is working through something, which he clearly is, but is like if Eminem had a song where he was like, I used to hate black people, and he said niggas through the whole thing, and then at the end was like niggas is the wrong thing to say, we'd be like.
Huh?
And
Slim?
even though it's not like a perfect comparison, I did understand where that was. Like to use the slur and then at the end to be like the slur is wrong could be read as like a not the best thing
The
to
only
do.
thing I'll say is that I think sometimes the privilege of knowledge gets away from us, right? Like we're all very educated people. We have
Yeah.
conversations like this regularly. We are not Kendrick's only fans. Only fans.
And we're also not his
Stupid.
only fans. We're not his only fans.
We're not his only fans either. But I mean, I think I was, when I was listening to it and I thought about it afterwards, I thought about like, what about the niggas in like Marcy Projects who are listening to this song?
Yeah.
Maybe they do need to be hit over the head with it in a way that we're like, okay, Kendrick, you're
Maybe
being
they
obvious.
need to hear the actual word to
be like-
get the message.
Yeah, and maybe that's what, because I did see someone say that they think one of the big themes of this album is empathy, which is part of the reason he has Kodak Black on it so much. Which even if Kodak Black wasn't a terrible person, I think creatively I don't know why anyone.
I'm not a fan of this motherfucker. I'm just not.
But he's doing like a spoken word piece over piano at some point in this album. So Kendrick is really trying to make him like a thing. But I think whatever
They said that that Kodak Black is what J. Cole is basically Kendrick's 21 Savage. J. Cole and 21 Savage, Kendrick and Kodak.
Dang,
that's what they just said.
But that's like a disrespectful to 21.
That's deeply disrespectful to 21.
I feel like anything.
I mean, they were on the same XXL freshman list.
Oh.
And they did the same. I think they were on the same freestyle.
I just like 21 more, I guess.
Because he's better.
Good. He's great.
He is better.
And he was smashing in Barones.
I like when he says 21, 21, 21 at the beginning and end of every song.
Yes.
Don't forget the fourth 21.
Just to let you know that this is 21 Savage.
This is 21.
This is 21.
Our attention spans and our expectations have been affected by a lot of things.
Yeah.
So when there's something that's long anticipated, it's easy to become like excited for something that you don't know what it's going to be. Mm-hmm. That's why there's a lot of mixed reactions. But I think it's the conversations that it's invoking, I think, are probably the conversations that Kendrick wanted. And I think it's intentionally not necessarily inflammatory, but I think he is being provocative at some points. And I think
he has to be.
That's what he's always
The
wanted
We
to
Cry song is provocative. Bro, come on.
do. We Cry Together, yeah.
Dude, that shit right there was fire.
I'm over here.
That was
Malcolm
fire.
and Marie as a song.
I'm doing my grocery shopping at Target. Fuck you, bitch. Nah, fuck you, nigga. Nah, fuck you, bitch. I'm like, yo, what's going on?
I fuck your cousin. What you say, bitch? And then she says, "Fuck me."
Quinoa.
Word.
Jude clutches his pearls. He pulls his purse over his shoulder.
Dude, I'm going to be honest with you,
What's
bro.
up, brother?
I love that song. I love
It's
that
so
song.
good.
You're such a toxic ass
I
nigga.
love
I
that
love
song.
it because Taylor Page is cursing Kendrick out.
That's part of the appeal. I'm not going to lie to you. But no, I think it works really well.
The
I
fact
think it's a
that
good
me
song.
and Wes could probably relate to a song like that due to our previous romantic
Oh,
endeavors
yeah.
with
You never
other
dated-
with other women.
Anyway.
Huh?
Listen,
You never dated crazy bitch from the Bronx.
You
yo.
never dated a girl from New York City? You never been cursed out on the phone, Justin?
I have not.
What?
What? You never been cursed out on the phone?
Over some shit that bro.
Ahmad, you never been cursed out on the
Yo,
phone?
bro.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
I cannot fucking believe you, Wes. I've heard that before.
Yo, what? The one who cheated on me and I got with another joint, she got mad at me for getting with the other joint. And I'm like, yo.
Because it was a prank, bro. She was playing. You should have known.
I've gotten cursed out when you have to have that conversation if you have a good relationship with your ex. When you start dating someone new. You're like, yo, just want you to know I'm dating somebody new. Shorty cursed me out on the phone.
Damn.
Texted me, said I'm sorry. Said, can I call you back and apologize? Called me back, cursed me out a second time.
Wow.
She said you had enough the first time?
Wow.
I will say, hearing Taylor Page's already raspy voice get progressively more blown out.
She's so
over the course of
fine.
the song,
Yo, Justin.
that
She
works.
almost sounded like Rico Nasty. I ain't gonna lie.
She did.
She almost sounded like Rico Nasty. I said Rico was on this shit, but
Bro,
Rico would have been great for this song.
oh
too. She
my
could've
god,
done-
yes.
Speaking of fine women. Anyway,
Oh,
continue.
word. Nah, I just love the album. My favorite song is Purple Hearts.
Yeah, Purple
with
Hearts
Summer Walker and Ghostface.
Yeah, baby.
People
Yeah,
talking about how they don't
baby.
like the way he says baby, and I don't give a fuck about how he says baby on that shit, bro. It's a good song.
Someone
great
said
song.
that I saw a tweet that was like, I feel like Keem's sound is infiltrating Kendrick's too much, and I feel like you don't know how long these niggas have been making music together.
They're cousins.
Their music is each other's music.
Yeah.
They're cousins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. People just need to realize, like, okay, homeboy style is similar to his cousins, and when his album comes out, you're still gonna listen to it because he's great.
People are
It's
really
in the family.
on Keem's ass. Like he's
Yeah.
not a good rapper on his own. He's like a good rap. I mean, like you mentioned this in the chat, Justin. That line where he's like, "If my sex tape leaked, that your bitch is on my TV."
Yeah.
It's like, yo, he's a good rapper, bro.
Yeah.
And he syncs up with his cousin.
I enjoy his music.
Me too.
I do.
I liked the album.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought it was a really good album. It did what it needed to do. Now Kendrick will just close up, go on tour, and not put out another album for another 10 years.
I mean, he does have another album that is on it because he had 2 discs.
Yeah, no. That's the 2 discs. So it's 9 songs is Mr. Morale, and then the Big Steppers is the other 9 songs.
Oh,
It's a
Songs
double
altogether,
double
yeah.
decker.
got it.
Do you still feel confident about your black hippie idea
No.
theory? Yeah.
No, but it's nice to think about.
Yeah. I only have one other thing to discuss that I brought today as far as fight news, which is that Canelo and Golovkin are running it back for a 3rd time.
Yeah, they should have anyways because the first one was a draw. Canelo won the second one. I feel like fights like that are that close, that can draw that much money. You had to have at least 3.
Yeah, interesting that it took this long.
And still, no one won the first one. So
Yeah.
you ran a second one through, get the third one in. Canelo did just lose against that other guy.
He did.
So I don't know what's up with Triple G. I like Triple G a lot, but still, I don't know.
Yeah. What, did Canelo lose his belt too?
I don't know. No. I think he tried to go up to light heavyweights.
Oh, so
And
his
he's-
belt wasn't on the line.
Nah, I don't think so.
No one.
And Floyd Mayweather, I'm sorry, just had a random exhibition
exhibition,
fight.
I heard
Like, what the fuck? What are you doing?
That was weird. That was a weird fight right there.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah, it looked weird. He was giving homeboy the business. He was
He's
giving
beating the
homeboy the
brakes.
business.
He's just doing this for fun now. He's like, I'm just gonna beat niggas
He's
up
doing
for
it for
fun
money.
now.
He's doing it for extra money in his pockets. Like
As if he needs any.
I mean, he got to pay for his daughter's fucking lawyer fees after she stabbed NBA YoungBoy's freaking another baby mother. You didn't know that?
yeah.
So Yaya Mayweather stabbed NBA YoungBoy's other joint
God damn.
because NBA YoungBoy and her have a child together. Floyd Mayweather is NBA YoungBoy's father-in-law, basically.
What?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. I do not see how these women are drooling over NBA YoungBoy. He looks like okay. He looks like the Iron Giant with locks.
He looks like
Like I need you to look at it. I need you to look at it. Like he
Nigga
looks
said
like
he
the
looks like-
Iron
he looks like
Giant
I am the captain now
with hair.
Nigga said he looks like the Iron Giant.
With hair. Just like
He do
wow.
got a strong
He
jaw.
looks like when you
Strong
feed a Somali
jaw.
pirate.
I want y'all to know the police are outside waiting for you.
Yeah, it was about time.
He has said too much evil on this show.
Look
at me, look at
me.
my
I'm NBA
goodness.
YoungBoy now.
Can one of y'all, because we briefly brought this up on the morgue last
What's
time.
up,
we
player?
recorded. Can one of y'all explain what's going on with this YSL gang? And why all these rappers are getting
I
arrested?
think you and me can kind of do something about it. So YSL apparently is considered a street gang in Atlanta or in the state of Georgia, and with the organization of the gang, it is bound for RICO charges. I forgot it's racketeering,
influence, and corrupt organization.
There you go, and that's the charge that Young Thug and Gunna got themselves wrapped up in, and a bunch of other affiliates of YSL.
Dang, bro. Chloe Bailey can't catch a break, huh?
Nope.
Listen,
Nope.
first of all, whoosh. Chloe Bailey can catch a break with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not involved in any street activities. You know what I'm saying? The only street activity I'm involved with is you taking you from the street to my house, where I'll grab you by your ankles, put them behind your head, and go.
Anyway, so Chloe Bailey can't catch a break. First of all, she's getting hit on by podcast hosts. Second off, she got made fun of because of that Brazzers video she made. Remember that?
And the fact that she's fucking her cousin,
my God.
basically Gunna. Aren't they cousins?
I thought they were
I
cousins.
thought that was an internet myth.
I mean,
the
Slavery.
nigga looks like Oscar the Grouch. The nigga looks
He
like
finally got out the trash can.
Nigga
Nigga just
looks
did
like
something with his life.
The nigga looks like a Jim Henson puppet, bro. I sent Justin a video of Hallie just
Getting
getting
loved
choked,
on.
just getting choked up in the car
Oh my God.
By her man.
by
By
a man.
me?
Was
The
it?
nigga had hand tattoos, Jude.
Hey, you don't know what I got under this
I mean,
is makeup.
look, they were saying how Halle is she got a thing for hood niggas, so her and they said possibly DDG might be having something, but you know,
if Pop Smoke was alive, she would have been clipping.
Chloe
Oh,
likes, Chloe
Pop Smoke
likes
was alive.
nice guys. She likes nice guys. All right.
She likes nice guys.
Chloe likes nice guys.
Why her boyfriend look like an auntie though? Is he nice?
Yo, it gotta look like he got that elbow fat from church.
I have a question for you. Would you rather be able to date Chloe Bailey for a year and then go to prison for God knows how long?
Fuck no.
Or
Fuck outta here.
Or
Fuck you, nigga. What?
or you don't get to date her at all, but you're never gonna be in prison. Which one?
Never be in
I
prison,
would
bro. That's
never
bad
be in
bitches.
prison.
I can
Which
get
one?
Vanessa Hudgens then.
I mean, she just got dumped by Elvis,
There we go.
Austin Butler.
There we go. Yo, that
Oh, they were
soundtrack is
together?
fucking weird. Eminem and CeeLo Green for
Nah,
what?
But the Doja Cat song is great though.
Doja,
I haven't
listen,
listened to
everything
it
that
yet,
woman does
so-
is great.
Yo,
Yo,
Doja-
I saw the trailer.
Listen,
Cat slid in on that Elvis soundtrack and is rapping over Nothing But a Hound Dog, but the original version by the black lady.
Okay.
It's good. It's
Interesting.
Good. It's good. It's
Interesting.
good. I don't know about the
Doja
rest
a
of it.
badass. Doja a badass.
She is.
I was about to say, like, did you guys listen to the one that had Jasmine Sullivan on it?
Oh my god.
There's a
why did I
Jasmine
shiver?
Sullivan song on that.
Yeah, there
album.
is.
Yeah.
This
Wow.
whole
Yeah.
album is fucking weird.
You know Denzel. I just
Curry.
told Justin.
Yeah,
this.
Denzel Curry's in this too.
No, well, yes, but Denzel got that nigga the role as Elvis.
Denzel
The white boy?
Washington?
Why?
They had like every white boy in Hollywood, including like Ansel Elgort, Justin's best friend from high school, and a couple.
not true.
They had a lot of white boys auditioning, and apparently Denzel just made a call to the director and said cast Austin Butler, and the director was like,
Interesting.
"All right,
Wait. Okay,
Casting's over.
So you saw the movie.
no. It premieres at Cannes today, though.
Oh, okay. I mean, I am not an Elvis fan at
neither.
all. I do not.
No one likes that nigga.
I don't not fuck with his music because he took it from black people. But
What's the Chuck Berry movie?
It's never gonna happen.
I mean, they're gonna need a 15-year-old to consent. So
Why?
I mean, did you not know?
What's Chuck Berry do?
Chuck Berry was a nasty nigga.
All right, Kelly, no.
I mean, so was Elvis, though.
Exactly.
Elvis
All them
dated his
niggas-
like 14-year-old cousin.
All the
Come on
niggas-
now.
No,
Yeah.
no, no, that was,
But Chuck Berry. He was with
What's
a
that
young
nigga name?
girl.
Great Balls of Fire. What's that motherfucker
Oh,
name?
was it?
Yeah, that was Great Balls of Fire.
No, I feel like
Pause.
Elvis was doing some nasty shit.
No.
Just
His
die on the toilet.
Yeah, I mean, a barbiturate abuse. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was tough.
it's a shame.
Oh, I got you. Right.
Tyler James Williams. Someone
Now.
suggested him for playing Chuck Berry.
No, he's good.
what? Everybody hates Chris.
We laugh
think
now,
he can
but
do
I
it.
think that man is going to have an Oscar by
Yes.
the end of
Yes.
our
the
lifetime.
decade?
Yeah.
Not the decade, but
Not a
like
decade,
within the
the
next 20
decade,
years.
the
Well,
decade.
he's doing Abbott Elementary, so he's locked into that for at least
Emmy.
7 years.
He's great. He is great.
He's the Jim
he
of
is on
Abbott
the come up.
Elementary.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's what Stephanie told me.
that means in 10 years he'll be playing a subpar Reed Richards.
he'll be directing a sci-fi movie, and
He's gonna be the next Human Torch.
he'll be getting ripped for a Michael Bay Benghazi film.
Yo, why hasn't Michael Bay did a Marvel movie yet?
They can't afford him.
Yeah, he's
That'd be
probably-
fucking amazing.
And they
And
can't,
also,
and they can't
I-
tell him what to do, which is
Yeah.
what they.
And with Michael Bay, I don't want to see just explosions for 2 hours.
But they'd be good explosions.
It would be good
They'd
explosions.
be real explosions. They wouldn't be fake ones.
Word.
Michael
wanna
Bay will
see-
blow something up if that's one thing he gonna do.
I want to see everybody just
Yo,
get
my favorite
blown
Michael
up.
Bay movie's got to be Bad Boys, the original Bad Boys.
Oh, Bad Boys 2 is my favorite.
Yo, Bad
Boys
Boys
2
is such a
was
good series, bro.
Those Transformers movies.
The fact
aren't
that your
bad.
mother loves those still kills me.
I know, right? The second one,
great.
with the weird part about him is the comedy, because it's always like here, look, put a bunch of actors in the room and let them riff for like way too long. John Turturro just
Yes.
pulling, he's got a thong on in one of those movies. It's weird, but the effects and the action still hold up pretty well,
It does.
even especially from that first one all these years later.
The first one, the second one was racist as fuck.
It was.
Yeah, I heard
the
that.
third was like, meh.
But the
like-
second
I
one
like
is
the third.
Optimus Prime is a
that
sociopath
nigga.
in these movies.
That nigga's
That's
killing
that
people.
nigga.
Bro.
He
Give
is that
me your
nigga.
face. He takes the hooks and rips the fallen's
Yes.
face.
He is that
And the
nigga.
third one, when Megatron helps him out, he does him a solid. He's like, "Yo, I'm gonna help you out this one time." And they beat this nigga's ass together, and then Megatron's like, "Yo, Then when we were home, Optimus is like, "Shut the fuck up!" Nigga rips his head and skull out with the spine and throws the shit on the floor.
Megatron says, "What would you be without me, Prime?" He says, "Time to find out."
Nigga.
But back to Chuck Berry. Yes, homeboy assaulted a woman.
Back to Chuck
He
Berry.
assaulted a woman at the in a hotel in 1987. He was accused of causing
Repeatedly, or just
yeah,
all
like
at once?
just beat the shit out of him.
Oh,
Yes, like lacerations in the mouth, requiring 5
shit.
stitches, 2 loose teeth, and contusions of the face.
that's the tough thing about making biopics, man. Because if you're not committed to showing some of the ugly, then like, what's the point?
Yeah, like the big one, they didn't show nothing about him beating the shit out of Lil' Kim.
They did it on Get On Up. They did on Get. He slapped the shit out of Jill Scott.
Oh.
My boy Chadwick Boseman.
Dang.
When they were serving candy out for Halloween. No, it's
I
Christmas.
haven't seen Get On Up actually.
Bro,
haven't
it's,
seen that
it's
either.
good. It's good.
That's
I
his
like
best
it.
performance. I mean, that's Chadwick's best performance.
He was great.
He is
When he was serving the candy and like one white man came up and he looked at his wife Jill Scott and she had her titties out, like the cleavage out, he was mad.
Yeah, he
Once they
slapped
got
the shit out of
inside,
her.
she was like, "Oh, you want me to help you out in the kitchen?" Bow! Right to the table. He was like, "Don't you ever get your titties out?" I'm like, "Yo, wow.
Ray was another one too, where they
Ray
showed
was great.
some of the
Ray was
less
great.
the less admirable sides of Ray Charles.
What, that him just shooting up and shit?
The heroin and like the cheating.
And cheating on 800 women. Yeah.
How you do that and you're blind?
I knew you were gonna say that.
Can you
I
imagine
knew
that
you were
shit?
gonna say
He's
He
a
just
that.
singer.
like,
I knew
he
you
just
were gonna
like,
say
wait, I thought it was you.
He is a singer. He is a
I knew you were
singer.
gonna say that. I could feel it in my bones, dude.
like a storm coming.
Do you think Will Smith auditioned to play Ray Charles?
I think he did.
yeah,
probably
that's
did.
tough.
But Will Smith could have.
I don't think he had to audition. I think he asked his agent, "Yo, have them send me the sides."
And they said Jamie's going for it. Will, come on, relax.
But because Jamie passed the piano test.
He did pass the piano test. He did.
well, also Jamie's just a better actor.
yeah, that's tough.
Oh, word?
Keep
Yeah.
Will Smith's name out your fucking mouth.
He's just a better actor.
Honestly.
Jamie is great. Jamie is
The
great.
dude's
Jamie's
a triple threat. I mean,
Yeah, it's tough.
He
Yeah.
He's funny.
can play. He's hilarious. He's an impressionist.
He's
He can
sleeping with
Yo,
Charlie
his Dave
Theron.
Chappelle impression
Singer.
is crazy.
He's an actor.
He's sleeping with Charlie Theron, allegedly.
That is a that is hilarious.
Charlize Theron.
I thought
that
it was
is-
Charlize Theron.
like-
That is Charlize
I thought it was
Theron.
confirmed to be
That
Charlize
is a
Theron.
that is a pure cocaine white woman. Okay, we do not know who that woman is.
Yeah, Charlize Theron's
Charlize
All I know
Theron
is-
is also white.
Charlize Theron's African American.
I would know because I like how she looks. But but no, that is
It's
not
not,
her.
so
looked
it's
at the
not
angle.
Charlize Theron. But we know that he has his designs on Charlize Theron because that woman looks like her.
She is the blueprint. Okay, he tried to find something that was equivalent to the blueprint.
He was with Katie Holmes for a hot minute.
Yeah, that was a weird relationship.
Tom
Wait a minute,
Cruise's
what?
old piece.
Yeah.
Damn.
Did not know.
Y'all,
that.
I'm gonna ask y'all a question right now. We were kind of talking about like celebrities that we think we could fight or that could fight. Who y'all got? Jamie Foxx versus Tom Cruise.
Oh.
Oh, Tom Cruise is beating his ass.
Nah. Hold on. Tom Cruise like 5'2".
It doesn't matter. Tom Cruise eats hits. Jamie Foxx hitting that nigga, and Tom Cruise is like, bah, bah. Taking over.
Look at that smiling with that one tooth in the
Yep.
center of his
Word,
face.
Yep.
word.
Is that all you got?
Actually, that's honestly that might be
Is that
up
all you
for
got,
debate
Eric?
because Jamie is training to become Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
So
though.
a homeboy he probably got that peekaboo style on lock.
That's true. But,
And-
can he touch Tom though?
I don't know.
Thomas.
Tom is jumping
Tom
out of
is
planes at the age
5'2".
of 60, bro.
He's about to be 60 this year. That's crazy.
That man, Tom, jumped out of a plane.
That
Yes, he
Mission,
did.
you actually that Mission Impossible 7 trailer.
Yes.
because they released it because it leaked earlier. Over
That
the
part
weekend.
one.
Nigga is driving dirt bikes off of mountains.
Nah.
And he's
relax.
still running like
And
he's
it's
in his
him-
30s.
And it's him doing
It's
it.
fucking ridiculous.
I'm not gonna hold y'all. Maybe Scientology is something to consider. Maybe if you can do all this,
do some research.
at his age. Maybe.
But I'm not. I'm
Wow.
not in the closet, unfortunately.
What about
so
John
I can't,
Travolta?
I can't join.
What
the
about-
church.
What about,
You know-
what about John?
he did go through a lot, but I feel like he's
His
had,
hairline, his
Yeah.
When he
eyebrows.
accepted it when he went bald, I think it works for him.
Yeah, he shaved
does.
it all
These
up.
eyebrows, though.
John Travolta used to be considered like a sex symbol.
He did. Isn't that weird?
Back in
That's
Greece.
tough. That's
Back
tough.
when he was doing Greece.
That's tough. Even when he was doing Pulp Fiction.
Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Saturday Night Fever.
Yeah, it's tough.
I don't know.
tough.
I feel like Tom is going to keep going until
He
loses
dies.
a leg. Word. If
He's gonna
not-
die on a movie set.
If
Literally.
not, they're gonna give him a prosthetic leg. But
Do you think Tom Cruise is happy?
I think he is.
I don't know.
This man was originally a stunt man. Like,
Was he
he's-
actually?
Yes, he's a stunt man. He's a stunt man and also an actor, so he does this shit on the regular.
God damn.
He enjoys doing this kind of stuff.
He was the original choice for the Brad Pitt part in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
For
Really?
real?
I
That
think
would've
I,
been
I,
cool.
I would like to see that.
That
Would
would've been
that would
interesting.
actually made sense.
Yeah, because Brad Pitt's not like the whole joke in the movie is
Brad Pitt
Pitt's-
looks like a pussy. Ain't gonna lie to you.
Brad Pitt's
Like,
not taking those people out at the end of that movie. Tom
Oh,
Cruise
you
might.
talking
though.
about,
Tom Cruise might. Though.
You talking about what's the movie?
when they show up to the crib.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the new movie that he's gonna be in.
Oh, Bullet Train.
Bullet Train.
Bullet Train.
I thought you were
Also,
talking about that.
Whenever Brad Pitt's fighting, I just don't believe it.
No, because Brad Pitt doesn't look like he can fight.
I'm not a fan of that movie. I don't think it's gonna be good.
I'm also
I do not
I'm
like.
also not a fan of that movie, but that's because I can't see with my woman.
I do not
What
like
can't you see
how
with your
Bad
woman?
Bunny is.
Bad Bunny.
Dude, I do not
What,
like
in
how they
Bullet Train
making
with
him an
Bad Bunny?
actor.
Yo, the whole thing about Bad Bunny being in the new Spider-Man. What's supposed to be in a new Marvel
Don't
joint?
ask.
It's gonna be like a little.
That's a whole.
different.
Dude, that's a whole.
It's impossible for me to
A whole different
explain
can of
what's going on
worms.
with that. But yeah, no, that Tom Cruise choice would have been interesting. And I was actually thinking the other day about Tom Cruise. Like, he is one of those movie stars that could make any movie he wants, but he is committed to making these Mission Impossible movies. And that's like admirable, actually. Like, the
Word.
dude could get any movie made, but he's like, I'm going to keep doing this because this is what I love and this is what the fans love.
Why does he love Mission Impossible so much?
I think because he has a lot of creative control
Make
and
some
because
money.
it's a vehicle for him. But like, you know, the movies are. I think they've only really gotten better for the most part. I think the Mission Impossible movies have aged.
I
pretty
saw Mission Impossible movie, one of the later ones with my mom.
Yeah.
That was a good joint.
The last one, Fallout, was tight. The one with
I
Henry
heard it's
Cavill.
great. I heard.
Oh, that was a good one.
I did not see that one.
It's
I did
cool.
not see that one.
It's
I
cool.
have to see that. Mission Impossible 3 was good.
With Seymour Hoffman?
Yes.
Yeah, that was good.
I enjoyed that one.
He's a
I
great
definitely
villain.
enjoyed that one. Man,
As I guess we are coming to the end of our.
this was a loaded
our
one.
run here. It was.
Word.
As a last brief little sign off, why don't everybody name one celebrity that you would fight for free?
Ooh, for free?
for free.
Not even you don't even have to dislike them, but of course that helps as a
I
matter.
don't know why Chris Brown just came in my head.
I think you take Chris Brown easy though. I think Chris Brown is easy.
Like,
Chris Brown is a martial artist.
Yeah,
So
but
am I.
Chris Brown
He's
conked
also
his
like
hair.
on crack.
He's a,
You feel like he would shoot
You're
up
gonna knock
before
the
he
crack
gets
rocks
to
out
the
of
heavier
him,
than
bro.
him. I don't know. It's not just obviously not just about size and weight and all that shit. I don't know. I don't know.
You know, you're
But
not confident.
I think
mean,
you're
I
shaking
feel
him
like
out like
I
a
get-
towel, bro. I don't think he's that hard.
You give him a nice little hip throw, on his head. You know what I'm saying? Nice little hip throw.
He looks so skinny these days. I think you could literally
does look
like
skinny.
you could sweep him and he'd break his hip.
Yeah. Just kick the shit out of his leg. Just hit him with a calf kick.
My femur.
My femur.
What about you, Ahmad?
Let me see here. I don't know. I feel like for free, the baby.
And you would smoke that man.
That man, he loves sucker punching people.
Just make sure he's patted down and he doesn't have any guns on him. And then,
Oh no, it looks like he doesn't even reach for it.
Ahmad will
He
bite a bullet.
He will reach for
Nothing.
your face. I don't know. Just he will
so
sneak
he
for
just-
your face. Literally, like he did it to his recent artist that he signed in.
Yeah.
he signed on. He tried to walk away and then he like sneaked him. Like, why you gonna steal off on your artist?
Your
And
own
then-
artist.
on your own artist. You saw he just turned around, boop, and then he tried to like fight him.
welcome
Nah.
to the family, son.
Nah, bro, you better face me face to face.
He's
little
jumping
boy.
niggas into it like a gang.
What about you, Wes?
I think I could take Donald Glover. I'm gonna be real with you.
You'll cream
I think
Donald Glover,
I think I'm
bro.
taking Donald Glover.
That's not even. He's a foot shorter than you,
Yo,
bro.
I feel like Donald Glover's. We're gonna cut this out if we ever meet this nigga. I feel like this thing is kind of obnoxious in real life. I feel like he would be, and I think I could flip
Really?
his
He
He go
bald
to
head.
NYU.
I think I first of all, I don't even think he would disagree with you saying that. I think that's part of his image is a bit of obnoxious.
Being obnoxious, yeah.
But
The
Jaden
nigga
Smith-
did say I got a pussy that was insane, so insane it was an enemy of Batman. So I think maybe he'd be easy.
yeah,
But
mine is Jaden Smith.
Why are you trying to bully Jaden Smith?
I don't.
You
I
don't
have
like his
anything-
music?
I don't have anything against him. I actually do like his music. I just would if I were gonna fight a celebrity for free, it would be Jaden Smith. I just want to see because he did used to practice like wushu and stuff. But
when he was in Karate Kid, I don't know, he still practiced that.
That's just
shit.
wushu. Chris Brown is also just a break dancer. I don't think Chris Brown is not. Ooh, I would totally also real quick. I would have it would be fun though.
And
it'll be a challenge. Wiz Khalifa.
Oh.
Ooh,
How's he doing? Is he?
He's
like,
nice. He's
okay,
nice
yeah.
actually. Like
I remember when he started.
He can do like a flying knee and all that. But honestly, still, I look at him work out. I'm like, nah, not doing that right. I think Ahmad could really do work on Tom Holland.
Why are you committed to?
Speaking of, I know we
nice
didn't.
young man
We didn't talk about this at all, but it just popped into my head. I think I could rock Zach Braff, and the reason why I'm saying this is because this nigga got his girl stolen from under him.
he wants. You want to bag Florence, don't you?
Florence is bad, but I'm
Florence
currently in a
is
relationship.
fire.
But also, I think Justin could smoke Timothy Chalamet.
Yo, anybody can smoke Timothy Chalamet.
I feel like the both of us would want to
could
jump
breathe.
Timothy
Yeah.
Chalamet. This man is such a fucking pretty boy. It hurts.
Yeah.
Like
Sometimes it's
everybody,
the pretty boys that can fight though.
everybody loves this. Everybody loves Timothy right now. It's ridiculous.
Except
And-
Zendaya.
Except Zendaya.
God.
She looks like she's annoyed in every interview that she's in with him.
that image where he's like, and she's sitting next to him like.
She's like this.
And
nigga
she loves
here.
white boys.
I know she was texting Tom under the table like this nigga will not
here.
shut up.
Nah,
bugging.
because in every interview where Tom Holland is mentioned, this nigga Timothy is like, I love Tom Holland, and Tom Holland has not mentioned this man one time.
Nope.
Y'all saw the clip I sent you from the
What
Mark
time?
Wahlberg, Tom Holland, Jesus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where they were
Yes.
like, oh, this part that you're up for, like, Deezus said something about like, oh, what Timothy Chalamet wasn't available or something like that, and Wahlberg and Holland just look at each other and start laughing. I was like, oh, they were talking cash trash.
Cash shit, yeah.
They're probably like, this nigga's listening to 50 Cent getting prepared for the role.
Literally.
Cornball.
Yo,
Literally.
I feel like Timothy Chalamet works out to end the club, and that's it.
Everything is 50 Cent. Just everything is 50
He just
Cent.
listens to
You
Get
think
Rich
he
or Die
works out?
Trying.
You think he works out?
He
I
runs.
feel like-
He runs.
I feel
Yeah, I
like,
could see him running.
I
does
feel like
Pilates.
I feel like he does bar classes.
Bar classes is hard though.
Bar class is fucking hard, but I feel like he can do it.
No, that's pole.
That's pole dancing.
Like bar is
Bar
like,
is
Oh,
but bar
It's
is
ballet,
like
right?
ballet
It's like
shit.
ballet.
it is like
Yeah,
sort
ballet
of
is really hard.
inspired by ballet, but they will use the bar to do other exercises that will trigger the muscles in your legs and also your calves. But man, that shit is a fucking burn. Oh my god, you should try it one time.
Yeah.
But
I'm
like,
kicking
but
his
like-
knee backwards.
but also, Timothy Chalamet not putting up no weight.
No,
He ain't putting up no weight.
No, he's not.
I would love to face the baby and also see what Lil Uzi got.
Lil Uzi might actually kill you. I don't know. Lil Uzi, I'm less
Kill him.
Lil Uzi is kind of scary, bro.
I
Yeah,
do
he is.
not.
He's a
I do
30-year-old
not-
man doing the bisexual schoolgirl thing. What the fuck you talking about?
I feel like Lil Uzi he's like filed his teeth into razors. Like I feel like that's something.
I feel like
Ahmad will smoke that
I
nigga.
feel
Are you
like
kidding? He mad
me-
small compared to Ahmad.
I feel like me looking at Lil Uzi. I don't think y'all know I'm crazy, so I would love to bite the shit out that motherfucker.
But how you gonna say I'm bullying Jaden Smith, but you support him fighting 4'8" Lil Uzi?
Yeah,
Because Lil Uzi's a grown man.
they
Lil
put-
Uzi's 30 years old. James
Jaden
Smith
Smith is my age.
James Smith is 7 years old.
You remember when they put? Remember when little Uzi was on that magazine cover with this girl, and they had to put him on a stack of magazines to stand so that his
Oh
girlfriend
my
was
God.
shorter than him.
Wait, I didn't see this. Real
You didn't
quick.
see this shit?
No,
No,
I didn't see how
no,
old that
no.
nigga is.
Another thing about Lil Uzi, this motherfucker boxed with a 13-year-old, and there's a video about it.
Yo,
I'm like,
Cat
ooh,
Williams
ooh,
got choked
ooh.
out by.
Yeah, exactly. Lil Uzi versus Cat Williams.
what?
Who you got for that?
Cat
Williams.
Uzi versus Cat Williams.
Cat Williams.
Oh no, Lil
No.
Uzi's 26 years old. Smoke that nigga.
Lil Uzi, I feel like he could probably put up some type of a fight, but
Like he
I
ripped,
doubt
he's
it.
strong, but like
he's put up weight since
he's 5'4".
I will punch him in his throat.
He could be a little Gracie. You don't know.
He be a little
Maybe.
great. I don't believe in him.
Who knows? But I got a mean kick. I got a mean kick. But Cat
Eat this
Williams
knee.
got choked out by a 6th grader. Okay, and it was embarrassing.
Truly
He got
embarrassing.
choked
He has a
out by
new
his group of
special
friends.
out. I want to check.
I should
out.
watch that.
I loved it.
Oh, you liked it?
I loved it. I didn't like it. I loved it.
You loved it?
I
Alright.
love his comedy. Cat Williams is an amazing comedian.
Good to have him back.
And Yes.
Like for real,
Cat
bad.
Williams, World War
Problematic,
III.
which is great. Not saying anything crazy about trans people. That's not.
Yeah.
Just some nigga jokes, you know.
Just nigga jokes. He doesn't seem like.
He does
I mean,
nigga jokes.
Well, also niggas have developed a thick skin, so maybe the things that he's saying are problematic, but we don't.
But also
care.
true.
Yeah, because we've been getting made fun of
For forever.
And we've been making fun of ourselves forever.
And did we go up to tackle somebody on stage? No.
I mean, he is black.
He is.
Oh, and
what?
then you see why he went up there?
Because he's bisexual? Is that
Yeah.
what you said?
He came. He went up there. He was like, I was offended by all the stuff that Dave Chappelle said about the LGBTQ community.
So leave.
I'm bisexual.
So leave.
So leave. Like,
And I
what
wanted him
is-
to
what's
know.
the
And I'm
point?
like,
you could have been a heckler and say fuck you and then leave, and then he would have cracked more jokes on you. But now he has a whole nother list of jokes just for you tackling him. Like, come on
how your
now.
body turned to a swastika by Busta Rhymes? How you
on
get stomped
now.
out like that?
I would
Rhymes
never.
is
I would
scary, dude.
never want to fight Busta Rhymes.
His arm.
the rhymes.
I would never. I would.
Yo,
I'm not
go
fighting
against
any
Busta
old
Rhymes-
rappers.
Busta Rhymes threw.
Yes.
Busta Rhymes
Yes.
threw a bucket of protein at somebody, bro. Like,
The only old rapper I think maybe I could take if there was no weapons is maybe Hove.
yeah.
Like maybe Hove. The nigga.
But
Not,
as soon
Nah.
as he gets his hands
Nah, I feel-
on a knife,
I'm dead. I'm done.
Oh yeah. He did that to some dude over Foxy Brown, and he shot his brother. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't fight him with a weapon, but like maybe one on one in front of his kids.
It's like Daredevil season 3, where like the whole Daredevil has to get in close to box Bullseye, but when he's far away, he starts throwing stuff. That's
he starts using melee
That's
weapons.
Hove guy. Hove take one of his dreadlocks and
one of his various Grammys.
He tags in Blue Ivy.
Yeah,
Blue Ivy, look like she could fight.
She do look like she.
She look like she could
Well,
fight.
stomp somebody out.
Thing.
Gents, I gotta get off to training.
We have to get off to training, bitch.
you're going to.
Wow.
Excuse me,
Not
sir.
the
Before we
bitch.
came here, you were talking about a date that you have to go on.
Yo,
So
yo,
just
yo,
because it
yo,
got
yo, yo,
canceled,
yo, yo, yo,
He's
yo, yo,
outing
yo, 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 yo,
people
why put all my
on
business
I'll
out there in
cut
the
it.
street?
I'll cut it.
Podcast.
You know what I'm saying, nigga? Like, you know, I'm just.
You had a date?
Yo, my nigga, damn. Nah, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
but-
They know what it is. They know what it is.
We thank you all very much for joining us. If you want more Uptown love, please find the rest of our back catalog.
Wear your condoms. Wow. Sorry to interrupt you.
Our back catalog on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and the Podbean app. Rate and review the show wherever you get it. Certainly helps us out. And we'll be back with our finale later in June. Anything else to say? Final words, boys?
Wear your condoms. Brush your teeth. Scrape your tongue.
Yes.
And grab Shorty by her ankles and show her a good time.
Wes, any advice?
Floss, people.
Florence, I'm so glad that you escaped that nigga that you.
Wow.
And when
This
you,
is hall pass.
this is not my hall pass.
Yes, it
I don't
is.
have a hall pass. I
Yo,
love my
Flor-
girlfriend.
I know you love your girl. I know you love your girl.
Hey,
but
say it
Baby,
again.
I love you.
Say it again. Again.
love you.
There we go.
She has a gun in my back right now.
When we come back next time, find out if Wes is still alive. Love you guys.